human.
7 seasons? Are you kidding me?
One for each daughter.
Oh my god. How?
I don't know. Was he a Jimmy Neutron?
Well, speaking of things that are going a lot longer than you expected, how about we get back to this week's episode of Reflex Save?
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
So do you guys remember what happened last week
Yeah.
on Reflex Save?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'm pretty sure we did some scouting around the forge level. We had a moment where we did the thing that people will tell you that you're not supposed to, but always ends up happening anyway, where we split up. And half of us went to go watch a bar fight.
Yeah, Wodun and I recruited half of the bar fight.
That's awesome.
The winning team.
The winning team.
The surviving team, yeah.
And
Best of the best.
Carnelian and Svieta found a couple of prisoners and armed them.
Yeah. I'm going to go to bleed the Duggan's Hole guy, but that's okay. He might become the first to fall.
Maybe he just doesn't like Duggan's Hold. Maybe that's why he's, here and not in Duggan's Hold.
Maybe he escaped the hole.
Can there be a good person from Duggan's Hole? We'll find out.
Maybe on this episode.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
Spoiler
Look,
alert.
the guy asked for knives. There's every chance he could stab us in the back with the knives I gave him.
He's
Yeah.
a Dougie. What do you expect?
Is it Dougie?
Yes, so that is correct. So the last thing that happened was Svieta and Carnelian, still invisible, crept around the side of Xardorok's platform where he was shouting down orders to his forewoman, which is a Duragar, directing a bunch of creatures. Did you identify those creatures? Yes.
Yeah.
Wargoths.
Morgoths, that's right.
That's it.
Smiling Yetis.
And then before anything else happened, I believe Wodun and Horacio did a stirring speech to the remaining Duragar bar fighters, and everyone got so amped up they charged out of the chapel, triggering Xardorok to see everything and everything to go down. So this week's episode is going to deal with the outcome of that, and I've been dreading this for a while because it's such a big area. But, and we'll get into this more in the episode, I have come up with some clever workarounds to hopefully make this not so onerous on like a large scale, lot of combatants type deal. And so we'll talk a bit about that. The first things first though, the things that did happen at the very start of the fight was, as everyone charged out, in all of the watchtowers or around where you knew there were Muzgardt Loyalists, each one of them charged one of the non-loyalists and knocked them off the tower, grew big and then started menacing the other person.
Did we hear a bunch of Wilhelm screams?
There was at least 3 from 4.
Can't do it.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone can. I don't even know how the original guy
So
did it.
strained.
So what I would like to direct you guys is to roll 20. The first thing I'd like to do is pull a few people out of that chapel, because you guys are no longer necessarily sitting in there. So Wodun and Horacio, can you just move maybe within 20 feet of where you are, 20 to 30 feet, where you think you guys would have charged out from?
I think we agreed, correct me if I'm wrong, Wodun, but I think we agreed that you would be leading the vanguard and that I was going to be bringing up the rear. I remember I was certainly at the back.
I was not going to go first. I was going to go second or third in line.
yeah.
I was going to be amongst them, I think.
That's right.
Wasn't there a super peppy Duragar that was a gnome, but...
Oh, yeah. He was a little too enthusiastic.
Yeah. Front line.
He's first for sure.
He's what started the charge. Everyone else just followed out of crowd mentality.
So I'll get you guys to move out there on the floor, and then I know that Svieta was looking to and Carnelian were looking to time their attack. So we will roll for initiative, but what I'd like to do is take care of a little bit of housekeeping sort of first, which will get us started in some of the things I'm going to use to make this a bit more streamlined. Then we'll roll for initiative, you'll see what I mean. So as all of those Duragar, the bar fighters are with you that charged out with Wodun and Horacio, one of them sees all the chaos that's happened. There's these giant Duragar that are obviously Muzgardt Loyalists fighting in the corners, and he turns to the group of you and he says, "Jarjon, Scorn, Ulkin, go help our brothers up there in the towers. We'll stay with the assassins." And so then 3 of them, and you can see they're color-coded, will rush off to different fights that are there as well, making the fights 2-on-2.
That guy sounded really tough. Maybe he should have stayed with us.
He did. He is staying with you.
Oh, good.
I think you needed a soothers if you want to ask me.
Someone give me a lozenge. All right, Mursk, we're with them. Let's go.
And then, so you've got 2 of the original bar fighters following you. What's going to happen is, round by round, I'm going to roll some luck dice based on the 2 combatants that are there. They're not going to be rolls to hit or not. The Muzgardt Loyalists have a slight edge because one of them got pushed off the tower and they lost a bit of health. If the luck falls the Loyalist way, one of the non-Loyalists will die. Vice versa if it falls the other way. So if it's an 8 or under on a d20 roll, then one of the Loyalists will die. If it's anything over that, the other guy dies. And then that's basically going to be round by round what happens there, because there's 4 people. Also, at the start, as you guys are about to roll for initiative, you see coming from that prison way, as all the commotion that's been made, 3 Duragar hammerers stomping out with crazed looks in their eyes. Boom, 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 boom. And you can see that they're all like ready to get dug into this fight. When all of a sudden, the hammerer that is trailing the other 2 suddenly gets skewered by... Was it a knife or a short sword game? I think it was a knife.
I think it was one of each.
A short sword and a knife, and a giant great axe comes swinging in, and you see that hammerer fall to the ground immediately.
Hell yeah.
And it is a 2-on-2 fight, 2 hammerers versus the 2 prisoners you set free.
And just to clarify, sorry, Callan, so we're sort of on the southern edge of this hallway, and
Correct.
these prisoners were coming from the north.
The very northern edge, yes.
Cool.
Correct. So that fight will also be taking place. I'm going to roll all that luck stuff at the very end of the round, so all of your initiative will go first, and then we will deal with teams, what I've called blue, red, green, and purple, and hammerers. Sounded good?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We can hear that battle. I mean, everyone's so far away. It's such a cavernous area, right?
There are sounds of combat all over the place, echoing off the walls. You are in the midst of it right now. So, everyone, please roll for initiative.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's alright.
Rolling the big dice. Yep, I can wield it.
Nice.
Yep.
Alright.
So I'm rolling Jen's big D20 tonight.
Jen's big D.
Because she had a crack and it was terrible. Andrew had a crack and it was equally terrible. And then I rolled an at 20, so now it's mine. The end.
It's by rights, it's fine.
This is the rule of the dice.
It is.
Just while I get this set up, what you will be dealing with mostly is Xardorok, his 4 women, and the Quaggoths.
It's 4 women.
The 4 women, yes, the multi-woman.
God, look at him. I'd be surprised if he could find one.
Got him.
Sick burn, Horacio.
Svieta, what was your
Yoink.
initiative?
15.
15. Horacio,
17.
that's pretty good. Carnelian,
12.
12. That's not too bad. Wodun,
Also 12.
12. Okay. So, top of round 1. Basically, I described all that stuff that was happening around you. And it is one of the Quaggoth's turn. This purple Quaggoth at the back. He's got a bit of movement, and they hear the shouts. But they're currently sort of just working on things, so they're a little bit slow to respond. He's just going to walk a little bit towards the 4 woman with a sort of questioning look, as much as a weird Yeti creature can give such a questioning look. Same thing with the the pink one as well. And they're just sort of all coming in line. They don't actually see Svieta and Carnelian, who are still invisible, and they don't see around the corner where the Duragar and Wodun and Horacio are. That leads us to Horacio. First cab off the rank.
We're doing it. I'll quickly call out for Frodo
Okay,
as we run in.
as is tradition.
See if anyone notices. I think I might move up, and I might actually hold an action, because I'm just going to survey the battlefield. So I'll advance just a little further in, and at that point, can I see Xardorok and 4 woman?
Yeah, so Xardorok is on a raised platform, but it's not raised so far that you just can't see it. So he's a good 50 feet away from you, maybe 10 feet up.
Okay. At this point, what's got his attention?
So he is mostly yelling towards your direction. They've definitely spotted you guys bursting out, and then of course everyone from your group, a bunch of them is scattered to the different towers. And so he whips his head around and he's yelling down at his forewoman, the multi-woman. And you hear him say something to the effect of, "Who was it? Was it one of me sons? Get them in line! Defend me! Don't come up here! Don't you dare come up here! You get them!" And he looks like he's getting into it with her.
He sounds like he's slightly afraid. Would that be fair?
Roll an insight check.
You got it. With me and this massive D20, I feel like I can do anything.
I see.
And I would be right. Insight?
Insight.
That's a 25.
25. So, the tone of his voice, what he's yelling, it's sort of, in a way, comprehensible to you. Like, you kind of think this guy, the way he looks, he's like, you can see this sweat dripping down from the distance you are in the firelight. You think he might be a little bit paranoid. He's yelling about his sons, assassins. You were called assassins, but... Yeah.
Okay, and that's all I get on a 25?
Yeah, like he's certainly afraid of something. Like he's and you see like the way his head is twitching, and he's got this little like twitch to him, and he's like yelling at everyone else. But he also said like, "Don't come up here. None of you come up here." He looks like he's like personally afraid.
So he made it very clear he doesn't want anyone on the platform.
He wants them to defend him, but he doesn't want them to come up there.
Okay. Did he happen to maybe betray himself in any way by looking at something in particular, even just for a moment?
Well, in what sense? Sorry.
You know, like maybe, for instance, if someone's hiding something and they want to pretend that they're not hiding it, they might just glance at it for the briefest moment and betray themselves?
Not necessarily. The way he looks like is like... He looks like the type of person who's gone down a rabbit hole of some sort of suspicion, and he's like suspicious of everyone.
Okay. I'm just going to sort of stay with the pack,
right?
But towards the back. Just out of curiosity, those two to the northwest.
Yep.
They're both loyalists, or is it?
So the one with the single color is a Muzgardt Loyalist. The one that was with double color, they have fallen off the tower because they got pushed off.
Okay, and they have survived, but we're going to do that whole thing.
We're going to do that thing, so you don't need to... In a way, you don't need to worry about them, but stuff will happen and it'll affect what you guys can do. And you can help them if you want. That'll change their situation, but you guys get to decide what to do, how to affect this battle.
I really think their help could be useful. I'm actually going to... I might just have a crack. I'm just going to try and get some momentum on the east for now before anything happens on the west. So of those two that are just engaging, the loyalist and the non-loyalist, I'm going to do a cheeky toller down on the non-loyalist.
So what I'll do, because this is, as I said, this is a little bit different rules that I'm doing to streamline this. I'm not going to get a save. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add to the advantage that the loyalists have. So essentially you're building cumulative advantages for the round.
Great.
And that means they're more likely to survive. If they survive, they might help the other squads, they might come and help you, etc., etc.
All right.
So I'll move their advantage from 12 to 14. Sound good?
That sounds great to me.
Okay.
If it's going to go one way or the other, I think that's huge.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll help out on the eastern front.
Okay, great. Svieta, it is your turn. You are invisible. You are, I think... We determined a dog.
I am a dog.
Okay. Yeah, a direwolf, I should say.
Excuse me.
I'm a
bitch.
dog. Aw.
Technically correct.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
I am going to move up slightly east away so I can block the staircase behind the forewoman. I'm not going to go up the stairs. So I will like slightly reared up the stairs.
Yeah, so you're backing onto it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's about 10 foot high. Those stairs are pretty easy. They'll say that's okay.
Yep. And I'm just going to bite her.
Okay, so you reveal yourself. You get a advantage on the roll for being invisible.
That's awesome. I hope it's good. It's pretty average.
Is that with advantage? Okay.
16 to hit.
16's a hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Noise.
Good start.
All right.
I will also say she doesn't have a shield out, so even more so, that's a hit.
Amazing. 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And can
Good
she make me a strength saving throw, please?
Absolutely, I will go for it.
You are the dog cliff now.
Yeah.
You are the dog. Oh,
I thought you missed him.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to roll that dice.
Can she make that with
Are you
-8?
Oh, okay. So your reaction can still happen
Miss
before you
8.
act.
I roll
Rolled an
one of my
8.
bardic dice and subtract that from her saving throw
that was-
because I tell her that she sucks at like the last moment, and the surprise means that she gets bit like.
Does that
Well,
mean
that
you're
re-
revealed
yeah.
now?
No, because me speaking doesn't break my invisibility.
Then people might suspect there's someone there, though.
Yeah.
And there's so much noise going on.
Possible. I'll say that the natural 9 that I rolled gets negative down to 1 plus 2. That's a 3. Yeah, she's going down.
Cool, so she's prone.
Okay.
Can you make me another strength saving throw, please?
Okay. Let me just get a prone condition on here. That'll do.
I just want to shove her slightly away.
On her face and
Yeah.
sliding across the floor.
Pick her up by her neck and throw her.
This time, she did roll an 18 total.
That's okay. It really wasn't an important check, so that's alright. She
So you-
wasted that.
So you come lunging from behind her, and you can see what she's doing is she was looking up at Xardorok, and she turns her attention to the Quaggoths, and she raises the speaker to her mouth, and she starts to say something as you crunch down on her and bring her down. And the surprise gets caught in her throat. She goes, "Hello!" and it just echoes out over the Quaggoths.
She falls over and the megaphone goes into her mouth.
Still echoing out.
I am megaphone mouth now. All right. It is one of your friendly Duragar's turn. So he's going to. It's this multicolor starting with red. The way I've had to mark these has been interesting. So he's going to try and move forward and let's see. He's got everything out. So 5, 10, 15. He can move 25. So he can really only get there. So he's going to pull a javelin out. Actually, no. He's going to get big.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, bud.
So now he's a large size. He's kind of blocking off that way, but you guys will be able to move through him. He's an ally. And so that's going to be his round.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Does he represent a group of them?
No, he represents one. It's just that they're on your team, and that was the easiest way for me to mark them
Okay.
as sort of on your team.
Okay,
I will
sorry, just clarify.
sort of do the same thing for these other guys.
So the multi-marked guys are all ours?
Yeah, or the single marked, basically. Multi-single. Look, I'm keeping track of it. It's okay.
Don't you
But
worry.
like, so we can look at the map and say, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Anyone
that's
with
two.
anyone with a 2 mark is basically going to be an enemy unless they're Quaggoths, and then the single marks. Anyone with a multi-mark or a single mark Duragar, they're your allies.
Oh, single mark door. Good.
Yeah, single mark Duragar.
Got it.
Okay. So, he's going to do that. It's then going to be Xardorok's turn. What do I have prepared? He's got a number of different things that he could do, so I think the easiest thing for him to do is first to also get big.
These bloody
look at
Duragars
him.
and their get big.
So he's going to enlarge himself as well.
He looks cool.
Oh, he's got a crown.
He does have a crown.
Looks like it's
Made out of
idiot.
Chardonnay.
So I'm going to say that's his turn, is to prep. So he will get, and he looks over and he sees Svieta and is like, "Oh no, you don't, you slimy assassin! Get her!
I'm just a dog.
Get that fucking dog!" And so the red Quaggoth, who goes right after him, is going to see Svieta and run forward, and he's going to... Got so many tabs open.
Wait
He's-
a minute. Can he speak to the Quaggoths? Because wasn't he speaking to her and she was translating for the
Yeah,
Quaggoths?
sure. But she was speaking to them beforehand. So now that they can see an enemy in front of them, they're going to charge.
Okay.
He's going to try and swipe twice with a claw. Natural 20.
Boom. Wait, shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's siding one?
I was confused.
So he's going to start off not too bad, but not too great. 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second claw.
No.
That's it might hit because you've got lowered AC. That's 13 to hit.
Miss.
Not
okay. That shit.
Okay, all right.
The wolf has a better dex than the bear.
The bear, yeah, because there's less health. All right, so big crits and then big misses. Wodun, you're up.
Okay. First of all, Horatio, this is so awesome. We're leading like a battalion into battle. Second of all, can I see my boy Jonkin? Is he on the field?
Little behind the curtain, I was going through today and just giving a couple of the names which you had met, and Jonkin was one of them. He is on this tower, because remember you met him initially. This multicolored big boy over here. That's Jonkin.
And I can see him though.
You can see him from there, yeah.
Alright. I look proudly up at him on the tower. And I'm going to then run towards the stage where Xardorok is.
Mm-hmm. Now, you remember, you only have entrances with either one set of stairs on the back or two on the front.
Yeah. I'm probably... What's my HP? It's okay. I'm going to run up behind the guy that's sort of blocking the entry next to the stage.
Yep.
And can I see the cages where these things were rumoured to be that the forewoman was going to be releasing that Jonkin told us about?
Yeah, so if you can see my ruler from where you are, roughly 45 feet away, you can see...
Oh, okay, so they're like
down to the
side
south
of the battle.
Past the Quaggoths, you can see these sort of... You don't exactly see what's in them, but you can see like the start of pens or cages down to your south. However, Jonkin... the person you were talked about is currently prone on the ground, so it might be a bit difficult for them to get there.
Yeah, I think with this guy in the way, that's as far as I can get, so...
Now remember, you are able to use your laser pistol if you want non-pacted. It's just a dexterity saving throw for you.
No, well, I've got my my spear out and my shield, so that would be quite an effort to switch that
You'd
over.
have to drop one and draw the laser,
Yeah. I might just hold there for now.
Mm-hmm.
And
you could also still try to affect the other combat like Horacio did as well, because I will count that as cumulative advantage for the round.
There's not really that much that I can do from where I am. Do I remember you saying last week that there was something weird about the way that Xardorok was like speaking or moving when he was on the stage? Yeah,
and as I said, like he was muttering, like he was. He would only really talk to the multi-woman, and like he was looking around a lot. He was like, you'd see him squinting at things in the distance. He was certainly acting like what you would consider strange for anyone, let alone a Durgar.
So now that I'm next to the stage, can I maybe do some sort of check to determine if I think that maybe Xardorok could be... Because he said not to come up onto the stage. Can I check to see if maybe he's some sort of projection or if he's physically actually there?
I'll give you the check as you're approaching it. Where you are right now, you're actually like 10 feet down. So you probably can't quite see him, but you are approaching.
But I am 5 feet back from that 10 feet, and I'm
you
like 6'3".
Yeah.
He also grew.
Yeah. So give me, what do you want to do for that? Do you want to do an investigation? How do you want to do this? Or just a straight up perception? Insight?
Well, I figured maybe it would be Arcana, maybe, to see if he's if he's projecting himself with like a spell or some sort of...
Roll an Arcana.
Okay. Terrible. 6.
As far as you know, he's there.
Alright, cool. I will end my turn.
Okay. You can hold an action as well, since you've got an action still remaining, if you'd like to.
Well, I guess just if I'll hold... I can't hold like a melee weapon attack, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, well, if anyone comes near me, I'll swing at them.
Yep.
If anyone comes within range, I'll swing at them.
Alright. Even Svieta.
Yep.
Carnelian, you are also invisible. You are also invisible. Yeah.
Alright. So Carnelian is just going to take a step up so that he can be next to Svieta.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to cast Shatter, targeted on the blue Quaggoth on the ground floor there.
So does that catch all of them?
That is a 10-foot radius out from him.
All right, let me just do it real quick.
I don't know if it catches the green
Yeah,
one.
that definitely catches. Yeah.
Don't get that away from me.
I saw that.
It does miss Svieta.
Thank you.
It does catch literally everyone else, though.
That's
so
amazing.
That's great.
Nice.
So we got a bunch of saves here. What type of save do we have?
DC 14 Constitution.
Con save. Okay.
It's at 16, just make it a bit harder on me.
Yeah, I should have just lied to the dungeon master who can easily check my sheet.
Yeah. Is it good? Check that there.
You might net 1 or 2.
All right. Let's start because I got to pull up different sheets. So let me start. Constitution save with the multi-woman.
Disadvantage. Probably not.
No, I don't
Because she's a
think
bitch.
If it was a deck save, it would be a disadvantage.
so. She nat 20'd.
God damn.
At
So
least that's out of the
so that's half damage, I assume.
Yes, it'll be half damage on a successful save.
All right, so let's go now to the Quaggoth. So we're going to go with red Quaggoth. Con save. That's going to be a fail. Blue Quaggoth. Also a fail. Orange Quaggoth. It's pass. Purple Quaggoth. Fail. I rolled 3 4s on those ones. And then there's the pink one. That's a pass as well. So purple, and I think I said, purple and pink I think saved as well as the main person. Everyone else failed.
Yeah.
What damage do we have?
Oh, snap.
14 and 17.
Alright, so 17 total. So let me take it off the people that failed first.
And it's half round up for
I'll work
passing.
that out in a tick. Also 17.
Wow. That's huge.
That's a good start. That does cap a whole lot of them. They all stagger from the impact of the shatter, but they're all up still. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Carnelian? Movement or...
Nope. Well, he did move up a bit, but no, that is... And sadly, there is no, secondary condition. It is just damage.
Okay.
But still, that
I mean,
was
it's
sick.
pretty good.
It's a lot of damage.
Alright. It is the orange Quaggoth's turn, and after being hit and reeling, he identifies the person coming out of invisibility and charges towards you. So he'll also try 2 claw attacks.
Why me? What did I do?
You just hit him with a big shatter.
How does he know?
He saw you come out of invisibility.
Yeah, but-
Very perceptive.
What's his intelligence? How does he know I'm a
yeah.
spellcaster?
I'm not telling you any of those things. That is a 19 on the die.
That'll
I think
hit.
that'll hit. So that's going to be... Min roll, though, 4 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And second attack,
Miss.
miss.
Nice.
You are correct.
I'm good at that.
Okay, it is now the green Quaggoth's turn. He's going to step forward and he's going to try and take a swipe at that Durgar. 2 swipes. Miss. And miss. Durgar
Nice.
keeping the front line. It is now the other Durgar's turn. Currently, he wants to take his double move, 50 foot of movement, a bit further to the north of the platform, right at the back of it. Unless you guys want to direct him elsewhere, because you guys are sort of... I'll let you do that as a free action.
What do you reckon? I mean, there's a couple coming from the north. I know that... Well, is that one to the northwest that we can spy?
Northwest where... Sorry, can you... ping
Northwestern corner of the hall, slightly west of the forge itself.
Is that it looks like a Duragar, but is
Yeah.
it
Are you
meant to be
talking
a
about
hammer?
here?
Yes.
So that's another group that's fighting on the battlements.
Oh, right.
Oh.
They're the purple team. You don't know this, but there is actually a Duragar that's secretly been sent to even the odds on that one.
Ooh.
You might be one you know.
And the 2 coming from the north that we can just see are actually engaged in melee with our
Yes.
escaped prisoners.
So these 2 are another group, the green group. These guys are the red group. And
Okay.
over here, you might only just be able to see it, or maybe not. They're the hammerers over
The
there
far
to
north.
north.
Okay.
Very far north.
I think it might still be worth sending him sort of west, northwest. That way he can sort of, he's sort of covering a couple of fronts at the very least. And he
So
has to
you-
go around.
Okay, so you want him to head to the north of the platform?
Yeah, well, that's what I think anyway. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
cover the exit maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
He's going to move to just north of the platform which Xardorok is standing on. And you can see him starting to look like he's going to ascend the stairs. It is the 4-woman's turn. The multi-woman. She's prone. She's not really going to be able to get to the cages in one round if she has to stand up.
Oh,
Idiot.
And if she stands up... Yeah, I mean, look, he got hit pretty badly there. So she's going to use half her movement to stand up and her action to disengage while she moves 5, 10, and that's all she can move. They don't have a great movement speed. So she can only move just in front of, just beside that Quaggoth. She's getting a bit of breathing room. It is that Quaggoth's turn, and he's going to instead step in and block you a little bit. And he's going to take 2 swipes at Svieta.
No.
Oh no!
It's a 15 on the die.
That hits.
That is 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yep.
One more. Miss with a natural 2.
Okay.
Okay. And we are now at the end of round luck rolls. I'm going to start with the purple side. Do you guys want to know the outcomes of this? Or actually, what I'll do is I'll roll all of them, and I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah, because we'll see it on the
You
battlefield.
will see it on the battlefield, yeah. Let's go with purple.
As it happened.
Yep.
Luck be a loyalist tonight.
Okay.
While he's rolling, I'm smashing at Kingston. I don't give a shit. This one's for you, aren't it?
So, there are 5 different fights that are happening around you. Over to the north west, there are the purple group on the battlements. You see these 2 giant Duergar fighting, and you can see one of the loyalists go down on top of the tower.
No.
With the hammerers over to your very north, the hammerers turn on the 2 combatants that they're going to have, but in some quick succession surprise, they both slay one of the other hammerers. So 2 of the hammerers are down now, and there's 1 left. The green group, one of the Team Xardorok gets killed just after he fell from the tower. As he was getting up, he got stabbed with a javelin.
Yeah.
Got him.
Team Red, similar thing happened. He got up and tried to take a swing at the approaching Muzgardt Loyalists, who managed to clobber him in the head and cave his head in.
Yeah. He got a little dingling there too.
A little bit of dingling, yeah.
Always helps.
Finally, the blue group, unfortunately, the rolls just didn't go that way, and one of the guys that was sent up, one of the bar fighters that was sent up to kill the guy that fell off the edge, unfortunately met his end.
Oh, wait, so my dingling actually fucked up.
Not that it fucked up, it just,
Wasn't
the roll
enough.
was like a 4.
Oh, it's just like real life.
Sometimes the luck doesn't quite go your way, unfortunately.
Yeah, your dingling's not adequate.
Gotta put your finger on the scale harder.
Possibly.
I feel like that's like an illegal metaphor for your chest.
What, your dingling's not adequate?
No, I mean like putting your finger on the scale. Considering.
Oh.
All right. Let's go now back to the main battle. We're at round 2. This purple Quaggoth is going to go up and he's going to take 2 swipes at the giant Duergar. This one, however, is going to hit. Okay. It's a pretty solid hit on your frontline Duergar there. The second one is also going to hit. So he's taken a couple of blows in quick succession. Then it's going to be Pink Quaggoth's turn. I'm going to do a D4 roll. 1, 2 is Svieta, 3, 4 is the other Duergar. 3, 4 the other Duergar. So he's also going to flank the other Duergar and take 2 swipes. Hit and miss with a natural 1. So he takes big chunk of damage there. He's not looking too healthy now. That moves then to Horacio. It's your turn.
Okay.
You are a little bit out of the fight, but
Yeah.
you were trying to help the blue group as well.
I was, but plans have changed. I will cry out, hang in there, big boy. I'm coming with a salve.
Oh, they haven't been salved
I
today.
have not been salved.
Little do you know, someone with the healer trait has already salved him from the bar.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
the salve, it does nothing.
No, you can certainly give him a salve.
Hold
I didn't even
still,
think about
big boy. Here comes the cream.
Oh, God.
What are you people think?
Man, that was clean as well.
Oh,
Yep. Here we go. Yep. Have some heals, big fella. 9 points.
9
of
points. That's pretty good.
Pure, unadulterated salve.
That's pretty good. So you see this Duergar turn to you, like after you salve and give him a tap on the butt. And he goes, "Thank you, battle brother.
We'll get them all.
Tell them where you got the salve from. I actually have
Horatio's salves and creams down on 4th. Yes, I know.
How did you know?
Look, I've been an Underground fan. I've been donating to your Patreon.
Oh, it's always nice to meet a
Kickstarter.
fan. I appreciate your custom.
Sending money to the Church of Callanville, his Patreon.
Exactly. His Patreon. Anything else you'd like to do, Horatio? Bonus actions?
While I'm giving him the cream, I will whisper into his ear that I do have a Patreon. And then I think that's an action, isn't it? So,
That is, yeah.
To tell people about your cream.
yes.
Salves aren't cheap. Please support.
Please give generously.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll move on to Svieta. It's your turn. You've got a couple of Quaggoths in front of you. The initial prey you were chasing did back off a little bit.
I know, I'm just wondering, with movement, with the gap beside the red one, in between blue,
Yeah.
could I move between there? Like, step on one of them? Just
So we've talked a little bit about this
Yeah.
before, you sort of squeezing through some of these spaces, because you're not literally 10 by 10 feet as a dog. That would be terrifying. So what I will say is, as long as you don't end up in a square that is 5 by 5, or like you have your full 10 by 10 to move, as long as you end up in a square like that, that's fine. So you could conceivably squeeze past them. They may get attacks of opportunity, but yeah.
yeah.
Svieta is not a literal cube dog.
I really wish I was.
Cube, they're just
I come
Going
from
in the world where
Mojang.
it's like a pug though, because it's got the squished face. Alright, sorry. I'm actually thinking about it.
From Hotel Transylvania, that huge dog that's just in the distance. I really want to kill her, but I
Same.
really don't want to leave, like... I'm not going to go far, I just want to go behind the orange and red one. I'll
We
take
gotta
the hit from the blue, but...
Yes. You
Stop
will
her
take-
getting to those cages.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just
I
don't want them to
don't-
pile on Carnelian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can get to her anymore. Like, I'd have to take 3 opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
I think trying to kill her is important.
I'll risk the blue attack of opportunity
Okay.
so I can get behind the red and orange.
So that Quaggoth's going to take its single claw and miss.
Nice.
Excellent.
Natural 2.
Okay.
Alright. Yep,
Okay.
that's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna roll the hit. No pack tactics.
No pack tactics.
No life.
I'm going to re-roll with my inspiration because
Yeah.
I got a
yes.
natural 1.
Yep.
Can't take it with you. Gotta use it.
Doesn't get much worse than the nat one.
Yeah.
It's another 16.
I thought for a second you were going to say it's worse than a nat 1. That's certainly a hit.
Yay! She still didn't bring out her shield.
No, so
Idiot.
I mean, she could have. I guess conceivably by this point she could have,
No,
but it
no,
doesn't
no.
matter.
No, she
at this
didn't.
point.
Trust me, she didn't.
You would have hit either way. You
Sweet.
would have hit either way.
Alright, that is 13 piercing damage.
And tell me, how does the multi-wound die?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna, when you watch those training dogs of like, those training dogs when they tackle guys with those armored suits on.
yeah.
Yeah, just like fully pounce on her and just like drag her down to the ground and
yes.
like rip her arm off. Like
Nice.
one of her many arms.
One of the multi-arms. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
you've killed the forewoman. She's down.
Yay.
Nice. That is so good.
Yeah, that's clutch.
That's massive.
And that's me.
That's you. Okay.
Oh, actually, one of the Quaggoths, can I telekinetically shove someone off a cliff, theoretically?
Yeah. Why not?
Asking for a friend.
Do you have a cliff here you can do that on?
Well, the platform's a 10-foot drop. I could
Yeah, you.
shove him towards me.
Yeah, you could. You could
Or-
conceivably do that.
I could drag someone away from a Carnelian. How are you on health?
I'm pretty good. Also, I have a thunder wave coming up, so
Oh, good. Actually, no. I will push the blue one towards me, diagonal away from me.
So diagonal
So
south or yeah.
southeast.
Okay.
Make a strength save.
Ooh, failed. I'm rolling a lot of sub 10s. Actually, no. Let me double check that.
How dare you?
Because you, what's your say? What's the DC?
15.
15. Yeah, I think it still fails. Yeah, strength. Yes, it still fails.
Ooh, you just get shoved
he moves
southeast. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That's me.
Okay. Nice. Done. It is now Big Bad Duragar's turn, who's blocking up that entrance. He is large and he is in charge.
What's his name?
His name
Great.
is... I think I've used Lurgash, so I'm not going to use that one. Harmok.
Harmok is a
Harmok.
good name.
Harmok.
He's here to inflict some harmok.
Strong name. I'm going to name that on the piece. I don't know if you can see their names.
No.
I don't think so. Because I think you need to have control of the token to see their names. But, yeah. I've got it here so I can remember now. I've just started naming them ever since you guys actually asked. So, Harmok. He's enlarged. He's going to use his War Pick, which means it does more damage. Doesn't have more to hit, though. So, he's going to swing once. I think it's only once they have. Yeah, swing once. Alright. Natural 18.
Nice.
He's going to be swinging at the purple guys. Want to try and maybe make some room for you guys. So that is going to be... The War Pick enlarged is 2d8.
It's a big pick.
Pretty good.
It's not bad.
It is a large pick.
This is large, yeah.
That's pretty large.
That's pretty large. 7 points of damage. I didn't roll super well.
That's like statistically exactly average.
Yeah.
It's a little under because
Little
at
under.
a strength.
Yeah.
Oh, it had.
Yeah.
Oh, if it was a flat roll, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking flat roll.
No, I'm sorry, guys.
Even worse.
After Harmok, do you want him to move out of the way? He'll have to take a bunch of attacks, but he could.
I'd rather he stayed exactly where he is.
Yeah, I'd rather he stay in Harmok's way.
Okay, so it is now Xardorok's turn.
Oh no.
Alright.
It is Xardorok.
Xardorok's first probably actual turn here. He's going to turn.
Invisible.
Better not.
So he is going to turn to Wodun. And he's going to say, "Throw your weapons into the forge!" Make me a...
Can you see Wodun?
Yeah, he can.
He's
If
got
Wodun
high
can see
ground.
him, he can see him.
Well, he's
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
tall.
Joke's on you. I'm amazing at wisdom.
He's so wise.
21.
21.
Damn.
You resist the effects of the suggestion spell.
No!
Told you to do it!
No, you do it.
And so he's going to step back to the center of the platform, away from the edge.
Boo.
It is, after Xardorok's turn, it is now the red Quaggoth's turn. He's got Carnelian in front of him, so he's going to try and swipe twice.
Isn't it sad that his master died? Maybe you should attack
Doesn't
the
seem
dog.
to be too concerned. Oof, natural 16. I think that's going to
I
hit.
think that's gonna hit.
I thought you had better armor.
Because I start with leather.
Right.
7 points of slashing damage, sorry.
Ow.
And he's going to swipe twice.
Yep.
Natural 19.
Oof.
Not as good this time. 5 points of slashing damage. So 2 brutal claws come out, and you just see him just start, like, almost in a frenzy, clawing at Carnelian. Wodun, it is your turn.
Oh,
You're a bit blocked up
baby.
before. You're still kind of blocked up, unfortunately.
I didn't tell you about that.
I'm the DM.
I had my Metamucil this morning.
Yeah, I know.
Is there any way
was very graphic.
with what's his name, Harmok, in like standing where he is there any way I can get by him?
You can move through his square, because he's an ally. I believe you can step into that... Can you step into the adjacent square?
You can move diagonal.
So you could move diagonally through and end up on
Yeah.
the other side. You'll be surrounded by 3.
I'd be trying to get past him and up the side of the stairs. Like I want to get
Yeah.
onto the stairs
I see
so I
what you
can
mean.
only take...
You will take attacks from
Yeah.
green and pink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I don't see a way that you can move through this space.
Diagonally southwest.
I think
Well,
you
where
have
the
to move to here
Where the
first.
squares are, though.
No, I see what you're trying to do.
Straight up the side of the stairs.
Okay,
Maybe
what I will
like
say...
the-
So what's happening here is that this raised platform is not just solid underneath it. There's a bit of space underneath it. So, if you would like to do an acrobatics check, I'll let you squeeze through the space and just sort of make jump onto the stairs, very dexterously if you can roll well.
Okay.
Oh,
So
sorry.
acrobatics.
Sorry, to interrupt. But I could just add, if you're 6'3", it wouldn't be too much of an effort for you to climb up a platform that's 10 feet high, would it?
You could also do that as an athletics check as well. Yes.
I guess it might be a little...
It's a bit tough because it's sort of like raised and there's not much underneath it.
Oh,
So to me, acrobatics makes sense to try and like scoot through little holes and stuff like
Probably
that.
makes it
So it'd be
easier.
easier check to do the side of the stairs? Is that what...
I think that it's probably a DC 12. I'm going to say to try and slip through and also do that. If you fail the acrobatics check, I'm going to say you will get to where you want to go, but there'll be at least one attack of opportunity on you. If you fail the acrobatics check, and I will work that out.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, before I even move, is cast Blur on myself.
Okay. Good spell.
So I am blurry.
So that's disadvantage to hit you, I think, is it?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Is that a concentration spell or is it just...
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
You've got inspiration.
You bloody do.
Good inspiration. I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god!
Here we go.
Come on, Wodun.
Oh, 12 plus 1.
Okay, so you did make it.
It was a DC 12.
It was
Yeah.
DC 12, I did state it. So you're going to end up there on those stairs, to the rightmost stairs of the platform,
Yep.
on the
And
south side.
do I still have movement?
You sure do. Like, there's probably a bit of difficult terrain in there. I'm going to say that cost you from where you were.
I only need 5 more feet.
Yeah, you've got 5 feet, yes.
I'm going to take... Oh, that's not my movement. I'm going to take 1 step forward
Towards Xardorok.
towards Xardorok,
That
up
will
the stairs,
incur.
top of the stairs. Yep, that's okay.
Okay.
From purple.
From Perps. Perps is going to go take a swing.
Go for it.
This is a disadvantage.
Yep.
Yep. That's a miss.
Cool.
You are on the platform with Xardorok, and he wheels around to look at you, and you can just see this crazed look at his eyes, the soot and sweat mixing from his brow as this cracked and broken crown sits atop his head. You can see a nasty gauntlet that he's wearing that's spiked, and it looks like all of his armor and everything is made out of Shardman.
Right.
Just about everything on him is like made from Shardman as he like his cloak whips away and you can see it properly for the first time.
Okay. Here's a question as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use... So you know how you can't cast a spell while you have concentration? Can I use a class feature?
You can, yes, so as long as it doesn't require concentration, which most class features don't, and you can also cast any spell that doesn't require concentration, that's okay. But it's only other if you now start another concentration spell, it will break that concentration, yes.
Okay.
Class feature, what class feature would you like to use?
So I'm going to take... Yeah, so I get to the top of the stairs. I look at Xardorok and say, "You have unleashed a dragon to destroy the 10 towns. 1v1 me, bro." And as he says that, dark energy flows forward from Wodun, and he is Hexblade's cursed.
Okay. He is cursed. You hear him respond with, "You dare!"
Alright. That's it. I think...
Okay.
Oh, no, I can't attack.
You know, because you use Blur.
Yeah.
Clutch move, though. Clutch move. I think I might have hit you with the other dice, so... Alright, that is Wodun's turn. Carnelian, good shatter in the first round, but what have you got left in the tank? You're standing opposite Svieta from 2 Quaggoths.
Carnelian is going to like rub his hands together, and then he's going to like bring them back, and he's going to clap.
Okay.
And he's going to let out a Thunderwave spell
Alright.
centered on himself.
Nice.
Okay, now that's only going to catch the 2 Quaggoths, not going to catch Svieta or anything like that?
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube, and its origin point has to like touch me in some way.
In some way, so you're going to just pull it back.
So I'm just going to like leave it directly on top of me
I
because
see.
it can't actually hurt me.
I see. So what save is it?
It is the same save as the last one, DC 14 con,
Con, okay.
and it's 2d8 instead of 3d8.
Okay. Let's see. So Quaggoth, the
Preemptive
Orange?
damage roll.
4 is 10.
con, so 14.
Yep.
So that saves. So what? So orange saves, and red also saves with an 18 on the
So they
die.
both take 5 points.
5 points of damage. Still, much as you can lay down, all very meaningful. Anything else you'd like to do? I believe because they've made their save, they don't get pushed back or anything.
No.
Okay.
No, that'll be Carnelian's turn.
Okay. It is now Orange Quaggoth's turn, and he's surrounded, so he's going to split up his attacks. One at Carnelian and one at Svieta. Let's go with Carnelian first. That's going to miss. It's a natural 6. Svieta? Natural 19, though, will hit.
Okay.
7 points of slashing damage.
It ain't good, Chief.
Are you still a dog?
I'm still a dog.
Okay, alright.
I just want to add some tension.
I'm tense.
Yeah.
Alright, but that was his turn, and he really can't move. He's stuck there. We move on now to Green Quaggoth's turn. He's got the big guy in front. He does... You see him hesitate for a second, but he then goes to swipe the big multi-coloured friend.
It's raining.
It's raining. Natural 1. If we played with fumbles, that would be good. Second swipe. Miss. Man, they're not good at hitting that guy. They're intimidated by his prowess and his salve.
He's all greasy.
He's all greasy.
That's the way you said that. Yeah.
It is now your other ally's turn. He starts creeping up the stairs, although he does see Wodun's challenged him into a one-on-one fight. So he starts creeping up the stairs and he goes, "You want me to stab him? Get him. I'll get him. Huh. Where's the one-on-one?
Oh, it's so tempting.
One-on-one?
One-on-one.
Charge! And he just runs over the platform. So how much movement does he have? Can I do this? Or am I going to have to, be sad? Because
You dare interrupt a duel?
You dare interrupt a duel?
Sorry.
He can... Okay.
He can't jump off there.
What?
What a display.
Yeah, you can. Just walk off the side of the platform and drop down.
So he's going to charge over the platform and get to this side. And he's going to make a little hop. But with his javelin, he will throw it at purple, I believe. That's within range.
That's red.
Red, sorry. Yes. Listen, reds and purples and...
It's the confusion of battle.
It's the confusion of battle, yes. The reach for a javelin is within 30 feet. So he's going to throw one of his javelins. That's probably actually going to hit with a 16. Yes, that hits. So a javelin comes sailing past Carnelian and hits red for 6 points of damage.
Pretty solid.
Solid thunk. Need to go and select. And you can hear the Quaggoth scream as a javelin's embedded into his shoulder. The multi-woman can get off the initiative tracker. It is Blue's turn. So Blue has a bit of a tough call here. He could go after Svieta, he could go after Carnelian. Xardorok, though, is also something he's supposed to protect. He's going to move forward and try and take on this guy, the other guy that just chucked the javelin from your team on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he wants to, but to go up to Xardorok himself, but Xardorok's looks at him and he's like,
No, get out of here!
So he's going to take 2 swipes. Miss. Wow. My rolls are all over the place tonight. And maybe hit. No, miss. Because
Nice.
he's got his shield out. Okay. Now we get to resolve the end of round luck rolls. So, starting with purple team.
Purple team.
Okay. Hammerers. Okay. Green team. Okay. Red team. Oh, that's different. Blue team.
I mean, well, you have to actually describe what happens in the aftermath of
I
this
will.
dice rolling.
I will.
He's building up the anticipation.
All right. So, what I will say, fairly solid round for Team Muzgardt.
Yeah.
The purple, who had lost their large and in charge loyalists on the tower, did manage to stab and kill the Durgar that had fallen off the tower. So now it's a one-on-one fight there. The Hammerers, where it gets kind of interesting. All Hammerers are now dead,
Whoa.
and the 2 prisoners are still alive.
Oh, they're going to run amok.
So they split up. One goes to a purple team, and that is the Goliath prisoner. And the one from Duggan's Hole starts rushing. Actually, you see him start rushing out towards where you guys are.
Ooh.
Friend.
So,
And Team Purple are at the northwest of the hall, aren't they?
Team Purple, yeah, you probably can't really see them, but Team Purple's just there. And he gets all the way to the stairs with a double move speed to that on the northern platform.
He's speedy.
And you can see he's got a dagger in one hand and a short sword in the other, and you can see this grin on his face. Like, he looks dirty, he looks very lean, very slight, and he's just in very poor clothes, but he's got this unnerving grin on his face at the same time.
I get the impression this guy is not going to care about a one-on-one duel.
I don't
Probably
think so
not.
either.
Team Green eliminated all their Muzgardt Loyalists. They won. So they're going to also join Team Red, but it takes the big guy a bit of time to get around, so he's not there yet. That means that there's another potential luck on that set. And Team Blue also won their fight, making it a one-on-one duel with the person in the tower. And I will say, just for shiggles, he also grows large to confront. And it's two giants, two large Duragar fighting on the blue tower. How's that?
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent. So at the end of the round, the battle rages all around you as Muzgardt Loyalists appear to be getting the upper hand. But there's been some casualties already on your side, which you can see from some of the towers with dead Duragar. We're going to get to round 3, and what does that mean for you guys?
We win?
Find out next week on Reflex.
Well, we're going to win. We got this.
You got this. It's for Frodo.
Who's Frodo?
I don't know, I read it in the book.
Who's this Frodo?
If that doesn't make the cut, people are going to be so confused.
Yeah.
And I'm Big Timmy.
Recording is being resumed.
Pursued back in the gale.
Cannot sleep. I'm thinking about those brows.
That sounds like a alt rock from the earlier, like 2000s.
You run the money.
Yeah, sure was.
Welcome to Aurea, a country that is renowned for research and progress, a country that prides itself on its advancements and achievements, that opens doors to futures that would otherwise remain closed to its populace of diverse and charming people. However, some say that some doors may be better left unopened. When 4 strangers encounter a rogue automaton, they unknowingly begin to unravel tightly kept secrets about their worlds. Armed with little true knowledge, but unfathomable curiosity, these 4 strangers reach out into the unknown. But will they come back from this perilous journey holding the truth? Or will they be holding on to the reality they think they know? Join Ivy, Varys, Alara, and Ziva as they dig into the secrets of Aurea and what lies beyond the edge. We are the Rainbow Dice Club, a 5e actual play podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Rainbow Dice Club to keep up with all our adventures.